Salut, David Allman here. So excited about this mini lesson today. I'm going to show you a chord that I love. It's a beautiful chord. It reminds me a lot of Eric Johnson, and I think you will love that chord too. We're going to take a look at that. I'm just waiting for the cartoon. This is the kind of chord that you can play once and you will never forget it, and people will tend to listen to you if you throw that chord in. It makes you sound very musical. Here's how that chord sounds. This chord can be used to replace a major seventh chord. A major seventh chord can be found in a lot of different degrees depending on the system that you're using, but if we're considering a major scale, this type of chord can replace the major seventh, which are found on the first degree and the fourth degree, Ionian, Lydian. If that doesn't make any sense, take a look at the fingering. This is the fingering of the chord. I'm doing a bar here, and in this case I will bar the fourth frets. Why not? The fourth frets are barred, and we're not going to use the low E string, so you don't have to bar that. And then with my pinky, I'm going to reach here on the fourth string, seventh fret, and my middle finger is going to play the second string, fifth fret, and that's your chord. That chord is movable because it's made of a bar, and it's going to replace, like I said, a major seventh chord. But we need to know which major seventh chord. Let's consider a root on the low E string, A for example. If A is the root of your major seventh chord you're trying to replace, you're going to start that new chord from the major third of that root. So in this case, if the low E string, fifth fret is our root, you're going to go to the next string, the fifth string, one fret below, fourth fret, and you're going to start your chord. And that's how that chord works. So for example, if I am trying to replace a D major seventh, which we have a D on the low E string, 10th fret. I'm going to go to the next string, one fret below, and that's the starting point of my new chord. So we're going to replace a major seventh chord with that inversion. Let's, for example, take 1, 2, 3, 4, and E major. That would be E major. The 1 can be E major seventh. And then I'll have F sharp minor 7, G sharp minor 7, and A major 7. So I can replace these two major seventh chords with the inversion. The E I can replace with a new chord, and for that I've got an E on the low E string open, and I'm going to go to the next string, fifth string, one fret below. I can't do that because I can't go below the open string, so I'm going to take my E an octave higher, 12th fret, next string, fifth string, and one fret below, 11th fret, and that's going to be my inversion. And then F sharp minor, G sharp minor, and A, which I can replace with that chord. Isn't it beautiful? In terms of scales that you can use on that, the easiest way, and it's always going to work, is to start a minor pentatonic from the note of that inversion. So for example, if I'm in A major, and I'm replacing that with the inversion, the new chord, which in this case starts on that C sharp, I can play a C sharp minor pentatonic scale over that. And it's always going to work. Doesn't it sound beautiful? Those are the kind of chords that you should know. They add so much to your playing, and they're really easy. Once you understand the shape and you know where to start the shape, you can experiment with that. It's going to do wonders to your playing. Just one chord. I love that. I would suggest that you play the chord anywhere on the fretboard and kind of experiment around that by adding some notes, building some mini themes, and going back to the chord. In And that was the Eric Johnson chord. I hope that you like this lesson and that you have fun with this chord. If you want to go further with music theory, harmony, intervals, chords, scales, modes, check out my website, guitarplayback.com. There is a pack on there that has been down there for a long time, but it's a bestseller, and I'm getting tons of great comments. So thank you for those great comments. The pack is the Applied Theory for Guitar Players, 8 videos in which I'm going to walk you through the steps to understanding all those things in a very practical way. I'm also working on a new lick pack. There's a bunch of backing tracks on there. Check out my website, guitarplayback.com, and thank you for watching my videos. You're more and more to watch the videos, and that means so much to my little heart. I am overwhelmed by your likes and your shares and your comments. You haven't liked this video, you haven't shared it yet, just do it. I love it. I thank you guys. I appreciate everything that I'm getting carried away. I'll see you next time. Until then, salut.